Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd like to read today on Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp, both running for governor of Georgia. Kemp is the Republican incumbent. Stacey Abrams is the Democrat challenger. And they've been in the news because Kemp has held up tens of thousands of registrations. And they're sitting there, and the people may not even know that their registrations are held up. And maybe the idea was they wouldn't know until Election Day when they couldn't vote. Apparently, more than half of those registrations are black voters. They've been energized. They're going to vote for Stacey, and he's holding them up. He apparently has had this exact match rule, like if, every space and apostrophe and abbreviation isn't correct, isn't matching what's already in state databases about your name and your address, then it's held up. And he apparently tried that. Oh, sun came out once before. Yeah. And it was struck down, and then he snuck it in again. So this is just voter suppression, plain and simple. The sun. The bright light of the sun is shining upon this. I actually did a reading on this, you guys, right before, and the recording didn't work out. And got the message really strong that this too is for a purpose. We are all horrified that we hadn't made more progress. I mean, this is old stuff that was supposed to be resolved in the civil rights era. And now we've had all these backward steps, and here it is again. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the bright light of the sun shining upon people they're trying to shut them out. They're trying to shut them out. Yeah, okay. So, does this affect the election? Wait a minute. Like I said, I just did a reading on it. How about this? Does this affect the election in a negative way? I've got to say it that way. Well, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And I'll let you know why I had to say it that way. And the Four of Pentacles. And the Emperor. Okay. So I think this is all about people are taking charge. That Emperor energy, like this just isn't right. That's the Emperor energy. Stern. Wrong is wrong. This is not right. And people are outraged, okay? And when that Emperor energy, I find, he comes up lately in these readings, and I think that's the outrage of the people, and sometimes the outrage of people who are in a position to change some things. Authority figures saying, no, this is so wrong. The Four of Pentacles, I think that's okay. I think that's just saying we're hanging on to the sanctity of the election. I think they're going to do something about those registrations. They're going to make sure they go through. We're hanging on to that. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, let me clarify. I think that's about Kemp wondering, is it enough? Does he have enough votes? Does he have enough clout? Does he have enough support from fellow Republicans in the House and the Senate to do this? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Okay, so I think this means that the election will still be okay. Let me see Stacey Abrams on election night. Show me and make it clear, Spirit. I'm asking you to please make it clear whether or not she's won. Apparently, they're neck and neck in the polls. And so, yeah, it's going to be worrisome, of course. Sometimes that card comes up when the worry is the problem, though. We'll see when we come to the next ones. 10 of Pentacles. I saw this in the reading I just did, you guys. People are donating. I see wealthy celebrities. I don't know. Have they been? I've got to look it up. I'm probably saying something you guys already know if you've been watching this more closely than I have today. But there are going to be wealthy people who are giving money to her because they are horrified and they want to make sure that fair vote can't be held up, That they're sort of like, well, then we have to get more people to the polls if this is going on. Ace of Wands, I got that one too, you guys. Okay, so this is wonderful. Yeah, I think this is meaning the worry is actually the problem. She is worrying. She's thinking. She's a cerebral person. So she's probably rather intelligent. She uses her reason. She's it's something else that night. Okay, and maybe she doesn't sleep the night before. But victory. But victory. No reason to worry, Stacy. I think she's got it. I think she's got it. Strength. She's the strong candidate. There are people who are supporting her. And divine protection and strength there. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, that I was saying I've got this the last reading too, and I took it then to mean that this is Spirit offering us a new opportunity to clean up voter suppression tactics across the nation. Because it's not just this. I mean, they also will close polling places in certain neighborhoods. They will, well, the gerrymandering, that's a form of voter suppression. Your voice is getting limited, and a lot of times this is along racial and ethnic lines. This gerrymandering is done. So it's been going on, and this is good that it's hitting the news the way it is, because we need to realize how bad the problem is. And we have the Four of Swords, and much of the voter ID stuff is really voter suppression, because people in lower economic statuses are more likely to not have a valid driver's license. They don't have a car, so that's also nonsense. They don't need that. There's never been any proof that there's been a lot of fraudulent voting. They didn't need that. That's voter suppression. And we have the Four of Swords here. So what is that? That's a little bit of a retreat. That night, they're getting a break from it. That night, Stacy is winning. That night, she is not limited by voter suppression, but it is a good thing that it's come out. We need to know more about it. We need to realize what it is. Okay, and let me see Brian Kemp that night, election night. And Spirit, I am asking you to make the cards very clear. The outcome of the election in these cards. And I'm getting his energy. It's very heavy. It's despondent. Okay, Page of Wands. Well, he's got a new goal. He wasn't planning on having a new goal. He was planning on staying right where he was. Yeah, he's watching and waiting. His new goal might be to deal with this, because this has damaged his career. He's waiting for his ship to come in. He's wondering if his friends will help him out with his career. But he gets what? He gets the victory card. Okay, Spirit, you're not funny. All right, so what in the world does this mean? I feel like Spirit's laughing. Yes, I am. Okay, all right. So why do we both get the victory card? I don't like his other cards, though. I feel like Stacey Abrams had better one, because she had the 10 of watching and waiting. Oh, is it so close they have to do a recount? I mean, is he... Oh, but then we have the 10 of watching and waiting, and he's going to get... Forget it. It's like he thinks... Okay, it's like he's thinking he has the victory. Oh, and he complains. This Knight of Swords. Okay. He's fighting something. Okay, so it's like he thinks he has the victory. He's watching and waiting. So maybe it's that it's not settled until into the night. That could very well be. Or it could be so close that they have a recount. It's one or the other. But he's like feeling like, I've got this with the early results or something. Something like that. So there's a delay in his concession speech more than likely. Although now I'm saying that and I'm getting a no, not necessarily. Maybe this is just that he thinks he's winning. He thinks he's winning. And then he's watching and waiting, watching and waiting, watching and waiting, and bam, devastation. And so the new purpose is maybe fighting the election results or defending himself or, taking care of his career. I don't know. But he's Jack. Okay, no swearing. Try not to swear if I can help it. He's very angry about it, okay, in what he says. No, I think she's got it. I think she's got it. There's a little bit of uncertainty because of this card coming up in both, but I think she's got it. Let me ask again with a different deck. Okay, show me Stacy that night. Show me Stacey Abrams, November 6th and into the 7th. Hope, the hope card. Yeah, it might look a little uncertain at first. It might. Okay, but she's hopeful. 7 of Cups, it does look a little confusing for a while there. 7 of Swords. I think she gets it. I think she gets it. And I think she gets 7 of Swords here because it's sort of like she takes it. Like it wouldn't have happened had he not pulled this stuff. And because he pulled this stuff, more people registered to vote. And she did get, I think she's getting money from celebrity somewhere, somebody who's very wealthy, who I think somebody who's black, maybe more than one person, or somebody who's very interested in the civil rights. So I think it's like if that hadn't happened, she wouldn't have won. But because it happened, she gets it. She takes it. I think that's what it is. That's the feeling I'm getting from that card. And she gets the Knight of Swords too. Oh, she's no shrinking violet. She is saying, this is ridiculous. I'm telling you this is going to end right here and right now, Georgia. Okay. Oh, and there's Trump. Then, well, maybe 9 of Cups. It could also be the wish card, like she's getting her wish. Yeah, that could be either that, or if there's any confusion, it's because what Trump's doing. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles. She's hopeful that people aren't going to be shut out of the voting booth. Okay. Alrighty, she's hopeful. And let me see. Brian Kemp again. Look at this, reading twice. I don't like it. Sometimes when I'm reading twice, it means that it's a little, it's real close. That's what it means. Sometimes I'm reading twice and I'm really looking for a firm answer. And we have to take this one with a grain of salt, you guys. Okay, I think she's going to get it. I think it's going to be super close. But we have to take it with a grain of salt. Okay, so he's got a burdensome thing here. Burdensome. He's got secrets and mysteries. I feel like he's got secrets and mysteries making him think he's got it. Okay. Pregnant with a new possibility. That new beginning I saw for him the first time I read on this. Okay. But that's not, it's a new beginning, meaning you're out of the governor's office. He's been governor. Okay, King of Pentacles, very burdensome. He's working very hard for who's ever funding him, more than likely. The Page of Wands, yep, he just got that one, didn't he? This is a new goal here about, out of this comes a new goal of exposing all those mysteries and secrets about voter suppression. He's not liking the news he gets. Nope. I still think it's Stacy, guys. I think it's Stacy. But, like I said, when I'm having to read on something again and again to get the answer that might be a little bit inconclusive, that maybe energies are not super clear right now. So I'll probably read on this one again before Election Day. But I think it's Stacy. Well, thank you so very much. Bye-bye.